Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. So today with me is Slippy Snakes and the guy here in the back that refuses to join the party, which is actually AhFack himself. Yes,
Hello,
this
guys.
guy. And yeah, he's dancing. He's actually quite entertained, I guess. So yeah, you were doing your challenge, which is killing 20 Uber Elder runs, right?
Yeah, that's right. Oh, well, actually, I did about 28, I think, in total.
Yeah. So actually, you did 20 and collected all the Watcher's eye jewels you got from Uber Elder, which was, I think, 7, if I'm not be wrong, right? And
Yeah, that's
after you
right.
told me
7
that
kills.
you're actually done with the runs, I was just like, yeah, how about you get 3 more and we're gonna do like an unboxing video, what we actually doing right now. So you made another like 8 runs to get the last 3. So
Yeah, nice round 10.
what build did you use to get all of these, and was it like hard, or how much time did it take for you?
I used the undeniable Juggernaut build. It's really strong for killing Uber Elder. Makes it very easy.
Yeah.
A very forgiving build because of the defenses you have. But I'd say I did about maybe a third of the runs deathless. But if I really tried, I could probably have done the majority of them deathless. Yeah.
Okay, great. Like I'm still like the big noob in this league, so I'm still going back to my Magic Find Wind Ripper to just farm tier 3 because I can't do any better, right? And I haven't even... I've tried Uber Elder, I've tried with my Righteous Fire Juggernaut, but it was like a pretty big mess and yeah, it didn't work out. So yeah, congrats to you that you can fix the Uber Elder and I can't. So yeah, without further ado, I think we're just gonna go right ahead, right? So
All right.
Slipper will give me his 10 unidentified Watcher's eye jewels, coming all from Uber Elder, so we can expect some hopefully great mods on one of these, or all of these. That would be great, right? So we're gonna
Let's find out.
just identify them, link into the chat, so Alpha can also like tell us his opinion, because he's like actually the pro gamer himself, right? He's playing this game since like, I don't know, 1950 or something. So we're just gonna try to figure out how good are these jewels, and yeah, I think we're just gonna start right away. Are you guys ready? Awesome.
All right.
Hopefully. Let's go start with the first one. I'm just gonna link it over here before I'm even watching it. Why is it not working? Hello? Link. There you go.
All right, cool.
Increased fire damage while affected by anger, which sounds pretty good for Molten Strike.
Whoa, dude, that's a 2-stat with the penetration. That's like 20x easy.
Wow. Yeah. Just
I
seeing.
was looking at ones like that to buy it for my own build. Right.
So we got fire penetration. I mean, the best stat would be like fire damage as extra, physical as extra fire. I think that's like the most
That's what
valuable.
I'm using right now.
That's pretty insane, man.
I paid 28x for my one. This one.
So this is more than 28x?
No, because the fire damage, increased fire damage while affected by anger, is not as valuable as fizz as extra. Well, actually, never mind. People use that for Ellie hit, right? They use anger, so that would be the best 2-stat for Ellie hit, right? Yeah, that's insane, dude.
I need to spam a little bit on the chat here, just to get the Watcher's eye more on the top, so because my stream overlay, like, wait, I have to move here. So you can see what he bought for 28x. Okay.
Yeah, and that was before Ellie hit was insane or whatever, but yeah, wow.
So this is the first
Cheapest
one,
one
which
is
is
50x.
actually already a big win, I would say. Cheapest one in Incursion is 50x fire damage and fire penetration. 1 month ago listed about, so maybe 40x. So this is actually pretty huge. The lucky hand. All right. So I think pretty nice. I think we're just gonna go for the second one.
Yep.
So identify, post, and check. Double discipline. Well.
Yeah, but the energy shield gain for each enemy hit is like for low life attack builds, right? So like spectral throw, and I don't know if people do low life like molten strike or whatever, but that seems good, but not crazy.
Yeah, but the increased recovery rate is actually the one that is very strong here.
Oh my god, that's also insane, dude.
So okay, so we have the second one, and like while we are talking, AhFack is actually
Oh my God,
checking the
roll on
prices.
it? Look at the roll. Look at the mods.
Yeah, the one is max rolled, man. I mean,
Holy
yes,
shit.
fire damage while affected by anger, but this is not the priority on this jewel. So we have a double anger one as the first jewel, and we have a double discipline one as the second jewel, which is like,
Oh my God, man.
you're gonna be a very rich person, right? Too sad that the league is soon over, but wow, man. So let's wait for AhFack's price prediction.
I don't even know where to go with that one. Wonder if any builds can fit in the anger as well, like a low life attack build, right? That uses anger, that would be insane on. If anybody does like a low life molten strike build, that would be.
Yeah, but still, as I think, it's each enemy hit, right? So it doesn't affect. It's not like attacks. It can be spells as well.
Oh, you're right.
And
yeah.
when you play something like, I don't know, not Orb of Stone, Ball Lightning, what Ball Lightning has like a very insane attack ratio, right? So it's not like you shoot one ball and it attacks one time. It's like 100 milli sparks going off of the Ball Lightning itself. So
Yeah, I actually wanted to make a build like that in Bestiary because the boots, one of the bosses drops boots that gives energy shield on hit. So stack that with a jewel like this and
yeah,
get insane Valpak levels of regen. Yeah.
that's insane, man. So
all right, will we move on? I guess. Or
AhFack says unlikely in league. So I think there is like nothing comparable at the moment on the market because all these jewels are in the league, not in standard. So AhFack, do you have like any kind of price prediction so we can like be like, I don't know, is this same like 50 exalts or is it even more, or like any price predictions and what we can work it? Not
yeah,
more,
it does
but
look like a 2-stat to me, or otherwise like it would have to be some insane kind of hipster build to fit in the 3 stats.
yeah, so probably 10 to 20x. So yeah, pretty sweet as well. So we actually are like at 70 or 75 exalts with the first 2 jewels. So we are actually all waiting for
bad,
this.
right?
We are all waiting for this jewel that is worth like 1 chaos, right?
Yeah, unaffected by burning ground. I'm calling it now.
Yeah, okay. Let's see. Watcher's Eye number 3. So we have cold damage while affected by hatred, pure
Oh,
div
this is
lightning,
trash.
and clarity. Okay, the clarity one is like completely bad. The second one is actually not mentionable as well. So the only thing that is actually halfway good is actually the cold damage while affected by hatred. But as a standalone, what would you say?
I don't know. I'd say that's an X or so. Let's see what AhFack says.
That's good for leveling caster, but nothing beyond that. Okay. So I think like if you're playing a build with hatred, you're looking for all those crit stuff with hatred, right? So yeah, probably 1x. So that was the price prediction of Slippy as well. So we're gonna take that and we're gonna move on. Next one, which is this one. Wrath, Vitality, and Grace. Okay.
Well, Vitality alone is nice, but I don't see much synergy with the other mods. Probably just priced on life recovery rate alone.
Yeah, the life recovery rate is the one you want to have if you play any kind of Juggernaut, like Righteous Fire Juggernaut, right? Because that boosts your survivability by a ton. And I can tell you that because I used to buy exactly this kind of Watcher's Eye jewel when I played my Juggernaut. And when equipping this one, your survivability boosts up like insanely, you know?
Yeah, it's literally a more multiplier to your regen.
Yeah.
So
It's really insane. But too sad we don't have a second one. So combining Vitality with Wrath and Grace, or like 2 of those, it's like, not really. I mean, you can take the critical strike chance while affected by Wrath in any kind of, I don't know, like I use this stat on my auto bomber just to boost my critical strike chance. But yeah,
but you wouldn't reserve a load of your mana to run Vitality on it as well. Like, yeah, it's a one stat, chill.
So we are talking about like 5x. So we have here, probably we should write down what we got probably in total, but we can do that later on. So we're gonna move on to
the roll is good.
The next one, which is Discipline. This is bad. Grace, bad. Determination. Okay.
Oh, dude, unaffected by vulnerability while affected by determination. Wow.
I used to use this kind of jewel while trying out the Coward's Trial. Do you know that belt?
No.
It is a belt that says while you are affected by vulnerability, you count as low life, although you're not on low life, okay? So when using this jewel with determination, you are still on full life, right? To gain the low life of this belt. But you don't be affected by vulnerability. So you have vulnerability, but it does nothing to you, right? So you can combine this item with stuff like that. But this is just like to try out stuff like funny things. But I don't think it's like too worth to mention.
Yeah. That's a few chaos, I think.
Watcher's Eye has arrived. Check. So this is actually, we're not gonna count that one in, I guess. So we're just gonna move that to the bottom here. Shouldn't be too valuable. All right, off to the next one. Anger, Purity of Elements, and Hatred. Damage penetration is not bad at all.
I think that's a 1 stat on the hatred.
Yeah, pretty much. Crit strike multiplier by anger is... Don't think there's any valuable in here. The one is just defensive.
Nobody does crit fire builds, really.
Yeah.
I mean, all the hit guys run EO, or don't they?
What about these elemental fire things? I mean, I've never played it, right? But I just think they run like... I don't even know if they run anger on these elemental hit builds. I don't know. Can't give any input to that. But yeah,
there we go. 30 chaos.
30 chaos.
Really? Only 30 chaos for the cold penetration? I suppose people want the conversion there because it's hard to get on the tree and stuff.
Yeah. But it's a max roll, at least. So first crit, second conversion, third penetration. That's the one you want to have with hatred, right? Okay. So yeah, as I said, the crit hatred ones should be the most valuable ones. So I think with 30 chaos, they have a little bit less value than the others we have. So we're gonna move them at the bottom somewhere. Because talking about Watcher's Eye Jewel, you know, they can get from like starting from 1x to be valuable up to like hundreds of exalt. So if something is less than an exalt, we can actually say that it's not valuable, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, number 7 in the list. Okay, let's go. Determination, Haste, and Purity of Fire.
Trash.
That's you called it. Increased cooldown recovery speed of movement skills. Oh god. Okay.
Stack that with Deadeye, Blink Arrow, or whatever. Reduction.
Yeah, but if you want to spend some money on a Watcher's Eye Shield, do you really want to get one of these stats as a priority?
I don't think you would need to spend much to get this one.
I think so too.
I'd probably give it away if somebody offered to like.
Okay, let's move it to the bottom. So we have 4 valuable jewels and 3 that is actually not that great. All right, number 8. Yeah, number 8. We're gonna see. What is that? Hatred, Purity, Elements, Purity of Ice. But it is critical strike chance affected by Hatred. This is actually sexy. This is sexy. So what else do we got?
Somebody could probably fit in the Purity of Ice as well. I don't know. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, it's also a possibility.
Uber Elder farmers like sometimes run Purity of Ice just because you take so much cold damage in the fight.
Yeah. But it's actually a pretty high roll on the crit chance as well. And the triple 6% roll on the basic stats, so I think we can just leave it as it is. But wow, like we were talking about the crit, like we had several hatred mods on the other jewels, and we are like, actually on hatred you don't want a penetration, you want a crit, and there you go, here we have it. AhFack says crit alone is 6 exalts. So with that rolls, probably a little bit more, but that's actually very nice. So we're gonna put that
maybe
one
10 or something like that.
Exactly, yeah. So okay, we have 2 more jewels to go. 5 are valuable, 3 are not. So before we do the last 2, what do you think about the current outcome of your jewels?
I'm blown away, dude. I didn't think I'd hit anything valuable, to be honest. Like maybe some good 1 stats, possibly 1-2 stat, but that first ID, wow.
Yeah, that's basically why you give it to me, right? So the RNG is a little bit more with me. You thought that's why.
We are in the little fountain after all, you know.
All right. Okay, let's do the last two ones. Okay, coming in at number 9 is this one. Oh wait, I double posted. Never mind.
Oh my god, this is such trash.
Blind enemies which hit you while affected by grace, immune to freeze, elemental weakness. Yeah.
Wow.
Not
That's
gonna
the worst one so far.
Not gonna talk too much about it. Let's just move it to the bottom, and we're gonna see if it's going to be a 50-50 on good and bad jewels, or if it's going to be 60-40 in terms of good or bad, right? So let's go. Watcher's Eye number 10 is this one, and that's actually bad.
Mediocre, yeah.
Yeah. Sad trombone. Okay, so I don't think we really have to price check this one. For leveling a caster, that's pretty good. So actually we have like 5 valuable ones and 5 that are like not that valuable, although they can be used as AhFack while leveling or anything, like try out something like the thing I was mentioning with the determination. But yeah, I think we have like one Watcher's Eye jewel with crit, which was like 6, 7, 8. On the stats, on the rolls itself, we can pretty much count it as like maybe like 10x or something. Depends on if somebody is going to pay for it or not. Yeah, exactly.
I'm not sure how much people value the purity of ice. I'd have to take a look at it, but yeah.
Yeah, but you have 3 times max roll and plus almost the max roll on the crit hit chance, which is global, which is like very insane. So the next thing we had was this one. Here we said the life recovery rate was actually a couple of X, just this stat alone for all those Righteous Fire and any life recovery rate builds, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then we have this one here, which is insanely for all low life builds with the max roll on the increased energy shield gain, and the increased energy shield recovery rate. So it's actually pretty much the same as the other one with Vitality, but it's more like for life builds, right? And the other one is what you want to have on low life builds for pure energy shield ones.
Well, it also has the max roll on the implicit energy shield. So, you know, if I was selling this to somebody who likes max rolls, people might pay a primo for that.
Yes. I can sing a song about that one because I used to buy like all perfect items. So if you look at my build, I mean, yeah, it's Sadima's Touch, not worth like a ton. But you have max roll here, max roll on belt, max roll on the boots. My 2 Perea rings are perfect. I'm that kind of person that likes to buy perfect items. And yes, I'm willing to pay more than 5x more than the actual item is worth, right? Just to have that one extra stat on the item.
Well, I have a few jewels for sale, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so the next one was this one, and here we mentioned that, it was the cold damage by hatred. What?
Yeah, no, this is like a 1x jewel, if anything at all.
Yeah, true.
PC, yeah,
That's the one.
It's the least valuable hatred mod, and no other, or maybe the clarity or whatever.
And this one was the actual first one, which is, I think, the best one. Or the most valuable one with the double anger mod with fire damage and damage penetration, which is pretty insane.
Yeah, it is.
So we can say in total, it is about, if you're about to sell every single Watcher's Eye we just unidentified, you'll probably get about 80, 90 exalts, depending on what kind of prizes you get. Probably with all the rest, maybe you can sum it up to like 100x for like 28 Uber Elder runs. Would you say it is profitable?
Yeah, like it's hard to tell how much I made or lost doing all the Guardian maps, because, you know, whatever 28 by 8 is, that's how many Guardian maps I ran. That's not counting T15s I was spamming to get Elder back up, and chiseling, Xanamodding every single map. But yeah, I think I probably broke even or made currency just farming it without having the jewels I need. So yeah, huge profit, dude.
So you say the stuff you got did actually even up your currency you have to spend to get to Uber Elder. So actually the Watcher's Eye jewels you just are about to sell is pure profit, actually.
Yeah, that's right.
So that's actually pretty insane. So all of you guys that are watching, if you want to farm up an Uber Elder character for the next league, there you go. This is a good proof that the undeniable Juggernaut from Gornodd does actually a pretty huge job, and it was actually also my league starter to clear the whole Atlas, including Shaper, Hall of Grandmasters, and all these kind of stuff in the first week. So it's a very, very strong build, and you can also like start on a budget, you know, and also invest like a ton of exalts to just make it even better, right? So
actually, I went crazy on the min-maxing with this build, but there wasn't actually that much of a difference between, you know, a lower investment version and the version that I've kind of min-maxed now.
Okay.
So, well.
All right. I think we're good to go. We are actually pretty happy with the outcome, and congratulations. So let me hand back the jewels before anybody on YouTube will say you just kept them for yourself. That's not what you're gonna do. So the first 5 are the valuable ones. The other ones are like not that great. So thank you very much for letting me do this video and unidentifying. It was great to do. It was very exciting. I learned something about the builds as well. And yeah, thank you very much for tuning in. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next video.